If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me you hate my videos, but the best way to do it is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Pusha T threatens the people that keep leaking Kanye's music, and Troy Ave shows love to Kevin Gates. Plus, Taxstone reaches out to Star Brim from jail. Let's talk hip-hop. Pusha T goes on Instagram, right? And he's like, all the leaks is cute. I don't care for real, because once music is old to me, it doesn't matter. But I promise you this, if I find out who's leaking it, I will make a decent example of you, and no one can stop it. No Kanye, nobody. Just because you think you can play with me, right? And this is crazy, right? Because, all right, Pusha T is talking about all the late leaks that happen with Kanye's music, and not just Kanye's music, because a lot of music is leaking from Good Music, right? So for y'all that don't know, Good Music is the record label that Kanye owns. He's the CEO, Kanye, but Pusha T is an artist on Kanye's record label, and he's also the president of Good Music, right? So Kanye put him in that position like years ago, and ever since then, Pusha T's been kind of driving Good Music, right? He's actually the one who signed Designer, Pusha T, right? And brought him over to Good Music. So the whole situation is, you got Yandy leaking left and right. You got Jesus is King leaking left and right? And the whole thing is crazy. But I will say this, right? If Kanye could get his mind together to come out with one cohesive project on a date that he says that the project is coming out, then maybe, just maybe, you know, you wouldn't see leaks, because people wouldn't get so frustrated that they're hacking into the system, or, you know, the producers in the studio, or the engineer actually in the studio probably like, yo, I got a copy of this shit. Let me put it out, because Kanye's not putting out his own music, right? He's just running around, you know, ranting and raving during Sunday service, going to Howard University, talking about slavery, talking about all kind of craziness, when people just kind of want to hear the music, right? And Pusha T's upset, you know, and rightfully so, because he's the president, so it's stopping money for him, Kanye, and the rest of the whole record label, right? But nobody, and I mean nobody, has mentioned anything about Designer leaking his own damn music off of the record label too, right? So Designer last week comes out with a whole 23 album project called Fuck Good Music, right? And drops it on SoundCloud. He leaked his own shit because he's so frustrated that Kanye is not coming out with stuff. But it's not that just Kanye's not coming out with stuff for him. Kanye's not even focused on his artists. Kanye's not even paying attention to the people that he signed, right? But then you would think, okay, if Kanye's in his own world, in his own little bubble, then Pusha T should be focused on Designer as well, right? But nobody has said anything about Designer leaking his own damn music, right? Which is crazy as hell, right? But anyway, so yesterday, Pusha T was on stage at Rolling Loud here in New York, and Wale surprised the shit out of him. Yo, this is fire, right? So Pusha T is on stage, he's rapping Johnson and Johnson, right? And then somebody just runs up on him, and Pusha T like jumps back, and he's like, whoa, and then he's like, okay, it's Wale, what up, my nigga, right? And this is crazy, right? Because y'all know that in Canada, Drake had some niggas that was in the front row actually jump up on stage and try to run down on Pusha T. So Pusha T had to be like, whoa, Drake got goons in New York too, and then he realized like, yo, that's just Wale. But the whole situation was crazy. But anyway, yo, let me know what you think about all these leaks and everything, and Designer, in the comments down below. Alright, so Troy Ave goes on Instagram, right, and he posts up this picture, right, and then he puts a caption on it, and he's basically like, yo, I'm in album mode, I'm in the studio right now getting motivated, listening to Kevin Gates' new shit, I'm him, fuck that, I'm dropping in November, drop 100 if you need that new Troy Ave, right, and this is cool, right, so the whole situation is, right, that Troy Ave, like he said, he's in the studio, he's chilling, he's getting motivated, listening to Kevin Gates, right, and then why would he be giving props to like Kevin Kevin Gates out of the blue and talk about, yo, I'm getting motivated listening to Kevin Gates' new shit, right? Like, why Kevin Gates? Not no rapper from New York, and then, you know, not even a rapper from Atlanta or a rapper that we've ever really seen him do anything with or hang out with or anything like that. Real random, right? But that's because like a couple weeks ago, Kevin Gates went on Instagram and basically was like, yo, all I can say is yes, Lord, Troy Ave, you know, he's dope, right? Kevin Gates was like, show me the paperwork, I will disown this nigga, but until then, I'm fucking with Troy Ave until I see different. Big facts, right? And so basically Kevin Gates is referring to paperwork about Troy Ave being a snitch, right? And so the whole thing is that, and, you know, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on this, but Troy Ave is not like a 6ix9ine or anything like that, right? He's not like he took the stand, he's snitching on somebody that he was rolling with or whatever the case may be, right? So the whole situation is that Troy Ave and another dude, Taxstone, were backstage, and Troy Ave and Taxstone, they never got along, they never were friends, they never were cool, right? Taxstone ended up, you know, shooting at Troy Ave or whatever, right? Troy Ave gets the gun from Taxstone and then follows Taxstone and starts shooting back at him, right? Troy Ave gets caught with the gun, Taxstone's gun, right? And Troy Ave tells the police, hey, you know, this is not my gun, it's my enemy's gun, I wrestled it away from him and started shooting back at him, this is all self-defense, right? And I get that point, right? And the whole thing is that people say, well, if you're in the street life, then I don't care if that's your enemy or not. You can't just say, oh, this is my enemy's gun. You have to take the charge or take the time or whatever the case may be, because now the police are trying to say Troy Ave is going down for attempted murder, blah, 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 right? But the whole situation is, I get it. I see both sides of it, right? Because if I have an enemy that I'm always ready to, you know, get at anytime I see him, it's on sight, but that enemy happens to get me first, then why would I go and tell the cops just because the enemy got the drop on me, when if I got the drop on him, then I wouldn't, you know, tell the cops or anything. Like, oh, well, caught him slipping, right? But at the same token, it's not like on some 6ix9ine shit where it's just me and Kuda B and Shoddy and Mel Murder and we all friends and everything, and then we all get locked up and I'm like, they did it, you know? So it's nothing like that, but I see what, you know, people are saying, right? There is no paperwork, but Troy Ave did say that he would testify against Taxstone if he had to, right? On Drink Champs with Noriega. And that brings me to Star Brim and Taxstone.
You wasn't mad that I was disrespecting him though, right? I don't give a fuck about that. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, if somebody, listen, what I look like beefing with you because you've seen something that you felt was some clown shit. I'm feeling some clown shit too, but I know how these industry niggas work. These industry niggas is gonna do anything. When they don't need you no more, they gonna go with whoever hot. I told Cass the same shit. When he's beefing with Takashi, he like, yo, you introduced me to Candy Rock and this nigga. The nigga Troy said, yeah, I said casting over instead of asking over. Like, you letting a nigga who's coming on here playing tax and the nigga like, well, I feel like, come on, like, you gonna have this clown. Bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. These dudes are industry people. These are gossipers.
So, like I said, right, Troy Ave goes on Drink Champs. You know, Nori interviewed him. Nori is like, yo, you know, what's up, Troy Ave? Tell me about everything, right? And Troy Ave didn't hold back, and he said, you know, XYZ about Taxstone. He said that he will testify against Taxstone, right? And then so Star Brim saw this, right? Star Brim is really cool with Taxstone, right? And that's her nigga. Not her nigga like they fucking, but like her mans in them, right? So anyway, and also Star Brim has taken over Taxstone's podcast. Before Taxstone got locked up, he had a podcast that Star Brim actually is the host of now. So Taxstone said, yo, take this and eat. So she will forever be loyal to him, right? And all that's cool. So anyway, Star Brim went on her podcast, which is Taxstone's old podcast, and basically disrespected Nori and said, yo, Nori could suck my fucking dick, right? Even though she don't have a dick, you know what she meant, like her metaphorical dick, right? And basically she was upset at Nori for giving Troy Ave a platform so that he could talk about the situation between himself and Taxstone, right? Nori sees this, responds and says, yo, this bitch probably wanna suck my dick, that's why she got my name in her mouth, fuck that hoe, she don't know about me, I'm running down on these bitches, oh, and I'm not trying to beef with no female, so send your mans in them, right? And NORE was not playing at all, right? But the whole situation is that now, you know, Taxstone reached out to Star Brim so that they could talk about that whole thing that happened on the podcast, right? So y'all hear it, right? So Taxstone is on the phone basically telling her, well, first of all, she's like, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you're not mad at me for telling NORE to suck my dick or whatever like that, right? And Taxstone goes, listen, yo, I'm not mad at you because that's how you feel and you was defending me, but you gotta understand that these people will try to blackball you, right? These people will do whatever they can to throw you away and throw you in the garbage. Like, you're the hot topic right now. That's why they mentioning your name and responding to you and talking to you and everything like that, but they will kick your ass to the curb as soon as they can. And for you to be on their bad side, talking about sucking my dick and everything like that, is going to give them, you know, fuel to the fire to do that whenever they see fit or whenever they want to get rid of you, right? And she was like, nobody could blackball me, I'm here to stay, blah, blah, blah. And also what you guys need to know is that Star Brim is Cardi B's best friend, right? They came up in a strip club together. I think that Star Brim was a bartender while Cardi B was a stripper, right? So all of them are entangled with each other. All of them are bloods except for Troy Ave and NORE. I don't think either one of them are bloods, but everybody else is Taxstone, Star Brim, Cardi B, and all these other motherfuckers, right? But the whole situation is that Taxstone was just basically trying to give Star Brim some advice, and then also say, like, I fucks with you and thank you for defending me and telling, you know, NORE to suck, you know, your dick, and that, you know, I don't give a fuck about NORE anyway, is what he was basically saying, but you just got to be careful for you. So more than anything, I think he was just trying to give her advice on how she could move forward for herself, right? And because at this point, honestly, man, I don't think that Taxstone even thinks that he's going to see the light of day. So he just kind of wants his legacy to be intact, and his legacy is, you know, Star Brim being super successful in the same exact footsteps that he created for himself. You know what I'm saying? And Star Brim has literally taken on his whole entire, you know, thing, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.